What's up, everybody? It is KidSmoove, and this is another Apples and Oranges video. And today I want to talk about Kendrick Lamar's Damn album. And I'm going to say this, guys. I'm really going to say this, right? Instagram and Twitter could turn an average album into a classic album. I'm pretty sure if you're on Instagram, you're on Twitter, people are talking about Kendrick Lamar's Damn album as if it's the best thing, as if it's like top 5, as if it's Kendrick Lamar's best album. It's like there's polls asking how hot is Kendrick Lamar's album. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I listened to it all Friday. I listened to it all Saturday. And the album is damn unimpressive. Now, I like Kendrick Lamar. I like his style. I like his thought-provoking lyrics. I like how he switches up. But there is nothing about Damn that excites me. The album, it's very dark, which isn't bad. It's just very boring. It's boring and depressing. We are headed into like spring, summer. This is not the album I want to be listening to driving up and down 95 with the speakers blasting. This is the last album I would be bumping in the middle of May, June, and July. It's just not happening. All right? So this album is 14 tracks long. Technically 13 because the first track, Blood, is just an intro. You know, it's a depressing ass intro. DNA itself, it's a okay song. The first half of the song is trash, and then the second half of the song where Kendrick spazzes kind of bodies the rest of that album. But note, DNA and the song Humble are probably the only songs that have more of an upbeat feel, more of a bounce, more of some sort of excitement. You got the song I really don't care for it. It's very dull. It kind of, I feel like listening to this album, right? I felt like one of those days where you're like very depressed and you're just drinking and everything's just moving slow and you're just like, fuck my life. That's what the album feels like to me. Element's a good song. I can sit there and listen to Element. I really like the song Feel, even though I had to listen to it a couple of times. Like, okay, I can rock with this. I like this song. It's a moody song. Like I said, there's songs on this album that I can listen to, but this album I could not bang for more than a day or two. Okay? Loyalty. I love Loyalty. Good song. I think it's one of the best songs on the album. However, the song is misleading. He has Rihanna on the song. No, she's not in there with a killer hook. K-Dot and Rihanna share kind of verses. Is that Rihanna has that bitch but I have my money type verse on this, and the beat's tight, and her and Kendrick does sound good together, and I do like the song. It has one. It's like I like the hook, I like the beat, I like the feel and vibe of the song. It matches the tempo of the album, and it's definitely a true standout on this album. Now, the song Pride is boring. It's boring. Humble, we all know about that. Like I said, Humble and DNA are highlights of this album. We're all familiar with Be Humble. I personally think the song Humble has a better music video. The music video is better than the song. It's like I like the song because I like the music video. You know, it's the first single off the album, and it's okay. Lust is fucking boring. It's a drawn out song. Kendrick is, it's still Kendrick. It's just really, it's not good. It's not that I think the stuff he's saying is whack. There's no way the talent is there. Kendrick is still a beast, but the music on here is just very boring. Very, very boring. The song Love is probably Kendrick finds his inner Drake. Love sounds like a fucking song Drake would make. Is Love is featuring this was Zakari or something like that singing, and Drake's doing his sing rap shit. It seems like a Drake-ish type song. He had like a Drake type flow on there. Now, not to compare Kendrick to Drake, but I could literally, when I heard this song, I listened to it and did not literally listen to it again. But replacing Kendrick's voice with Drake's voice. And I was like, this is a song that could have been on Drake's Views album. You know what I mean? It's a good song, not bad, but some things I expect from Kendrick Lamar, some things I don't. Love is a good song. The Zakari kills the hook. Kendrick, I love his wordplay and how he delivers on that song. To me, I just feel like it's a Drake song. So it is what it is. Triple X, one of the most misleading songs. Now, you guys, when we were talking about Kendrick's track list, and I was like, yo, Triple X with U2, that's gonna be dope. I mean, I can imagine how it could be. It's the last thing from what I predicted the song's gonna be. U2 is probably in the song for a total of 15 seconds. The first half of the song is bleh. Second half of the song is alright. U2 doesn't help at all. It's just not. It's not a song I can listen to. It's not. I can listen to it. I listened to it obviously as the album progressed on, but it's nothing special. It's not a standout. It's not like a Grammy award nomination type song or a fucking damn of a collaboration. It's an average song. I don't even count it as a full song, honestly. The song Fair is 7 minutes of bullshit, though there is a lot of stuff in there. I mean, like I said, there's no knock against Kendrick Lamar and his talent and his bars and whatnot. It's the delivery, it's the music itself. Fair is like, I think 7 minutes long or some shit like that, and it does have a message, but I feel like once again it's one of the things where the first half of the song is like, oh my god, like come on, pick it up already, and then he picks up towards the end, and then it closes and it goes into this song God, which I do like. You know what I mean? I like the hook, I like the beat, but the rapping itself is whatever. And Duckworth closes out the album pretty well. Duckworth is a good song, a good story. It's like a song that comes full circle. And if you listen to this album, or if you haven't listened to that album, listen to Duckworth. It's a really good song. All right. So like I said, it's only 14 tracks on here. Technically only 13. And I named about like 3 or 4 songs that I really like, and the other ones I could give a damn about. And so I don't see how this album is so hot or what makes it classic. People are like, oh, Kendrick's top 5. No. This is not nowhere near Kendrick's best work at all. This album is fucking average. I said on Twitter it was whack. I was wrong for that. It's just not great. It's not fire. It's far from heat. You know? This album I don't know if any of you guys watched that movie Black Swan. This album would be the perfect soundtrack to that movie Black Swan. Just long, drawn out, depressing, slow, moody, dark. And this is not something I would want to listen to in the middle of the spring and summer. It's just not. Just like Drake's last year's his Views album when that came out, that's not an album I would listen to in summer, even though he prepared for that album to be like a summer album. It wasn't. It was fucking moody. It was like a fall album. And this album is just really not something I could sit there and we stream our music and shit, right? I can't bump this music like driving. Like I can listen to it on days, on a rainy day or some shit like that. I can listen. This is an album where I could pick different songs to listen to. Like, all right, I like this. The whole album itself, it's cool. It tells a good a story. It tells a good story. But as far as judging it from a music standpoint and what music's supposed to do to you, whether it enlighten you, whether it make you feel good, whether it give you a good beat, good vibes, or whatever, it's just okay. It's just not something I would consider classic or great. It's an average album. I just don't like how boring and dull it sounds, and that's why I feel like this album is damn overrated. So Kendrick Lamar, like I said, Twitter and Instagram is telling everybody it's a classic. This is the reason why this it's the reason why this album's gonna sell 500,000 within this first week, because when Instagram and Twitter is on people like Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Kanye, whatever, they're gonna help that album sell just so people can feel a part of the conversation. They're gonna go and stream it. They're gonna go and download it so they can be a part of the hashtags. And like I said, Twitter's the best thing to the new generation of album sales, because this album is not fire. It's not lit. It's not that great, but on Twitter, you would think it was a classic, and because you've seen it trending on Twitter, you streamed the album, you bought the album, and you got to be a part of the conversation. But at the end of the day, you go back to it, you realize it's not that good. And it's not. But if I had to give this album a freaking score, man, it is like a 6.5 out of 10. I love Kendrick Lamar as an artist, as a rapper. I love the whole TDE crew, and I love his earlier work. But I don't like Damn as an album. It's not something I can listen to. I can listen to select songs. My favorite songs on here are the second half to DNA, Feel, Loyalty, Humble, and I Like Love. And God is a good song, and Duckworth is a song that I can listen to from time to time. Everything else is, nah, and Triple X is one of the worst songs on here. Sorry. But that's all I got for you guys. It's KidSmoove, Apples and Oranges. Let me know what you think about this album in the comments below. And I know a lot of you K-Dot fans may not like what I had to say in this video, but I'm speaking truthful and honest, and sometimes I can see over the Twitter hype. This album hype was better than the album. And I'm sorry, guys, and I'm sure a lot of you realize the album was not all that. KidSmoove, Apples and Oranges. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and tell me how you feel in the comments below. We out of here. Peace.